Foodie Tyler Ledford goes to Hawthorne, a private island restaurant run by star chef Julian Slowick, via boat with his girlfriend, Margot Mills. Aside from the rich regulars Richard and Inlay Brandt, the other guests are gourmet critic Lillian Bloom and her editor Ted, washed-up movie star George Diaz and his personal secretary Felicity Lynn, business colleagues Soren, Dave, and Bryce, and Slowick's drunken mother Linda. The maitre d'Elsa gives the group a tour of the island and mentions that Margot is not Tyler's invited visitor. As dinner is served, Slowick presents a menu of dishes while delivering progressively unnerving speeches. For the third dish, pictures that are laser printed on tortillas reveal awkward facts about every visitor. Jeremy, the sous chef, commits suicide during the fourth course. The staff warns Richard not to go by amputating his left ring finger when he tries to escape. In front of the visitors, Doug Verrick, Hawthorne's angel investor, who Slowick gave ownership of the company to during the COVID-19 outbreak, drowns. In the first scene of the fifth course, Slowick consents to being stabbed by Catherine, a coworker he had tormented sexually. While the men are offered the opportunity to flee the island by playing cat and mouse, Slowick's staff snags all of the male guests. The female guests eat with Catherine during this time. As Lillian tries to win Catherine over with an offer to help her open her own restaurant, Catherine admits that she was the one who proposed that Slowick kill the patrons and employees. According to Slowick, each visitor was invited either because they helped him lose his love for what he does or because they profit from the labor of culinary craftsmen such as him. He declares that by night's end, everyone will be dead. Given that Margot's visit was unexpected, Slowick offers her the option to pass away among the visitors or with the staff in private. He selects the staff when she falters. Unmasked, Margot reveals herself as Erin, an escort who worked for Richard, with whom she had ceased seeing after he had paid her to pose as his daughter. Tyler was told the visitors would be slain, according to Slowick. Though Hawthorne does not seat lone diners, he was so eager to learn Slowick's technique that he kept it a secret and recruited Margot to replace his ex. Tyler accepts Slowick's invitation to cook, but his performance in the kitchen falls short of his expectations. After embarrassing him by listing all of his culinary gaffes, Slowick whispers in his ear, and a defeated Tyler retreats from the kitchen. Margot is asked by Slowick to go to the smokehouse and fetch a barrel that is required for dessert. Tyler has hanged himself in a closet, she finds as she exits the kitchen. While traveling, Margot slips into Slowick's home and is attacked by an envious Elsa. Following a fight, Margot stabs her to death. Margot returns to the restaurant with the barrel after finding a radio and calling for assistance after spotting a framed Employee of the Month award that featured Slowick as a youthful and content cook making hamburgers at a Greasy Spoon cafe. Dale, a Coast Guard officer, shows up. Dale disguises himself as a line cook and leaves the kitchen once the visitors are certain they have been spared. Margot complains that she is still hungry and confronts Slowick about his loveless cooking. Margot replies, "I'd like a cheeseburger and French fries, please," with none of the pretentiousness of a fancy dining establishment. Slowick eats by herself and takes pleasure in doing so. Margot gives the meal a positive review after just one bite and asks to take it to go. Margot escapes on the Coast Guard boat berth nearby after Slowick lets her go. The dessert is a fancy take on a S. More's meal, wherein restaurant personnel decorates with sauces and crushed graham crackers, while guests are dressed in chocolate hats and marshmallow stoles. Slowick explodes the barrel in the restaurant, killing all of the patrons, employees, and himself. Margot eats her cheeseburger, wipes her lips with a menu copy, and watches the flames from the boat,